it's Insomnia Scrawl here with another video after I said I was going to make videos and then promptly forgot. Sounds about right for me if we're being honest. So I figured I would do a little art drawing video thing here because I like doing those, and I was gonna draw Nova anyway. I already posted this to my Instagram actually and then forgot about the video because, like I said, that's like me, and here I am recording for it now. So as you'll see here, this is a drawing of Nova, as I said before, because I love drawing her, but I do make a lot of changes on her because when I'm drawing, typically I have no idea what the heck I'm doing or where it's gonna end up. So I started to give her suspenders here. She reminded me of a fisherman, so I got rid of them because that just wasn't the style I was going for here. There's nothing wrong with being a fisherman or a fisherwoman or fisher person or, you know, anything. It just wasn't the style I was going for here. And I was drawing her hair here. I freaking love drawing Nova's hair. I want my hair to look like Nova's hair so freaking bad. It's not even funny, but I don't have the patience for that kind of length because one's hair is long enough to get stuck under my armpit. I'm ready to cut it. I really don't have the patience for it. Also, I discovered I like that brush. Had to take a second to acknowledge that. But yeah, as much as I love drawing Nova's hair, I couldn't manage it. No, I would shave my head. And there are all the little extra tresses because one big chunk of hair, for all my curly hair people, they know. One big chunk of hair is not a proper representation of curly hair, okay? There's a lot of tendrils. It's doing its own thing. It has its own ideas, and it is not to be tamed, controlled, or requested to do anything else because it will pop your hairband. It will pop your hairband and deny your bobby pins. I'm sure people out there understand where I'm coming from with this. So yeah, here I am just sort of cleaning everything up because I didn't want it to look sloppy. Sometimes I don't care. Sometimes gotta get that page done, but here I sort of had time. I wanted it to look a little better. I used some green shading here rather than doing more warm colors because I did want to impart the guys or the other characters colors into the piece. That's why originally you saw I was going to give her a red shirt because that's Julia's color. Every character sort of has a color in the series. Julia is red, though I really haven't shown that because I don't draw her enough. I'm so sorry, Julia. I will draw her more. Julia is red, Kamal is orange, June is green, and Nova is that sort of purpley, pinkish, violet sort of color. So that's why I was putting the red on her shirt. That's why I'm using the green here. The colors did not really go with her color scheme as well as I would have liked, so I kind of ended up mixing it in a lot of parts, as you know, you'll see throughout the video. I did stick with the green here because I felt like it really complemented the orangey, not orange, what am I talking about? Oh man, forgot my colors names, time to go back to preschool. The like purpley hues, it sort of cooled them down a little bit. And then I did start to put the orange here before I decided I didn't like it, and you'll see me changing it to like sort of her shade, like a very light lilac sort of color. I just liked it better, and then I put some white over top with I think an overlay, as an overlay layer, because I really like using that technique. Also, I'm saving it for the first time here, you know, like a genius, because what can I say? I like to live on the edge. I like to live on the edge and think, hey, maybe I'll get this whole file done and not save it and then have my computer crash and lose everything, because I've done that many times, and because I keep doing it, you would think I liked it, right? I don't like it at all. But what can you do when you're stupid? Alright, here I am, putting on her spikes after I've saved the file a couple times. Then I started saving like religiously because I'm like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, I'm doing her spikes here. I kind of hate drawing her spikes sometimes because I know I made her character and everything, and I sort of can dictate what's correct for her, but I'm never sure like what I want them to look like every single time. Like every single time I feel like they look different. Do I want them to be more sprawled out? Do I want them to look like lightning strikes? I usually just go with like a straightforward dagger kind of look because it works. You know what it is. I know what it is. And it comes out good enough. I can't complain. I also always make sure when I have her in like a really powerful sort of pose to have the little other mini spikes come out on other spots on her body. It's sort of like an indicator that she's not totally in control of her powers, because as we know, Nova is not totally in control of her powers. Here I'm just adding on some little extra stuff. Again, I tried to put in some of the other characters' colors, so I did her purples here. I started to do some of the green, and then I just put white over it and kind of blurred it out because I didn't like how it was looking. No, I wasn't feeling it. So I left that like that, and then I think I merged everything into one layer as a separate layer, cleaned it up a lot because I'm not using Photoshop right now. I'm using Clip Studio Paint because I refuse to pay that much for Photoshop every month. That's stupid. If it was that I could pay until I could own it, I would do it, but no. So I sort of wing my drop shadow kind of effects here, and that's originally what I was going for. And then I think I did a color burn and I started blurring it out. And I was just playing around because I didn't know what I was doing, as I might have mentioned before. So yeah, what was I doing? I don't know. But whatever, I stuck with it. I committed because that's what you do. And I put Kamal's color in finally as an orange overlay. Gave her curls a little bit more of some curls because I felt like, I don't know, it wasn't defined enough. And then I just do some little swirly figure eights in there for detail. I put a little makeup on her because you know what, sometimes you gotta treat yourself. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself and put on some lipstick, and Nova knows this, okay? Yeah, there's my name. I just wanted to make something that sort of represented where Nova was right here as a character, because for those of you guys who read the series, you know, Nova, everybody treats her like a monster, and she's like, is that who you want me to be? Alright, bet. And that's that. So, read Semi Super, check it out, you'll love it, I promise. And that's the end of the video. Bye bye!